What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Happy Memorial Day weekend to my American friends. As it is Monday, we will be continuing on with Genshin Impact. And when I was looking at it over the weekend, I saw that. Just wait. It seems like my headset is going to die. But, anyways, I can do that while I talk to you guys. As I checked in on Genshin over the weekend, I noticed that I think the event is done today. So I'm hoping that I can actually get it done during this stream. I don't want to miss out. I heard there's a weapon that's given. We got camera going. I got my haircut this past week. So fun times there. Cool. Cool. Between last stream and this stream, there's not been any updates as it is the weekend. I'm also, usually when I'm doing my stream, I'm doing my stream after my workday. I'm still trying to figure out if I'm going to like fully work today. Now, like I knew that I was going to stream, because as it is Memorial Day weekend, I am personally not American, so I felt that I would still run my stream, right? That would make sense, right? So I would still go ahead and stream, but then I was just like, should I work? I'm not sure yet because, and this goes back even before Ether, before Revolver, right up to Velocity, because we've always been spread out across all of North America. We've kind of observed both holidays, so you know, like it always felt weird where like half the team would be off on one day and the other half would not, and I was just like, well, no, let's just always take off whatever the holiday is. If it's a holiday where naturally there would be no work in that country, we'll take that off for both sides, right? Hey, what's up, Q? Yes, we have the money shots today because I got my hair cut, so of course there's gonna be money shots today. But so I thought, like, you know, so today it's just like I know Jose's off, but should I? I'm not sure. During Victoria Day weekend, which was the last weekend for Canada, I was fully off that day. And I think Jose still kind of works. So I'm still in this kind of like a I don't know, you know, a je ne sais quoi, right? A little quiet in my ear. A little bit. Hey, what's up, Shinya? Happy Memorial Day weekend to both of you. So yeah. So last time we were here and we were playing with Hector. Wait, why is there... Gotcha, no worries, no worries. This is the perfect time for anybody watching the stream. If you want to verbally talk about Shinya, she could not hear you. Just kidding, I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding. What would you like to announce? Okay. Are we starting with the flip table, or is that your announcement? That is all. Okay. Does that get rid of it? Good. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, so going over to our events here, we want to see what is going to tap out soon. Yo, they actually did. They tapped out the event before Monday. That's wild. That's fair. Are you eating food right now? Okay, so the title of the stream is Finish the Event Maybe. We should change the title to we're not going to change the we're not going to finish the event because the event is over. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. So what we're going to do then is, where were we before? We were finishing the event. I don't have any other events right now, other than if I wanted to. Oh wait, what's Operation Downpour? Oh, is this an event? Oh, and it's got 7 days left. Yeah, so I guess the only other thing that I could do is do this. Or I'm not doing that. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not doing that. I'm not exploring. It's only at 9%. I know it has 21 days. But what do you have to do to actually get like proper exploration? Obviously, it's the waypoints, right? And it's finding the domains, probably completing the domains at least once. It's probably all world quests in that area, probably. And that's it, I'm assuming. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So we'll go ahead and do this one. We can at least do this one. Oh, say hello to Zabel for us, as I just fall into water for no reason. See if I can actually jump this. Yes. Who do we have over here? You do not seem familiar to me, either of you. Just as we set our strategy and picked our script, the proto-boss Kira makes a grand entrance. Seriously? You believe in that old saying? Sensing the heat of a pending battle, the proto-boss will appear like a bullet from the dark to commander their troops with ruthless efficiency. Seems like I showed up right on cue. I see. You mean to say that the velocity of our musket rounds can still be improved? I feel the same. Are you unhinged? Put a sock in it, Tarina. We got Kira to come all this way, so let's get down to business. Fair enough. Musket talk comes later, then. Now, Protoboss, I'm sure you're in top form, ready to lead your troops at any time, right? Is this about a new tabletop wargame? Right you are. The rules and layout have been updated according to scenarios faced by the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Which is to say that this current iteration is more challenging. We prepared a number of special scenarios, including some contributions from the Patrol's elites. Some scenarios are seriously brain-boggling, so why don't you lead us by example, Protoboss? Of course you'll be handsomely compensated for your help. Go play, get paid, 2 birds with 1 stone. Time to strap my stuff then. Just you watch, Tarina. No matter how good Kira is, I'm sure the 3rd assault scenario will be a real toughie. Nonsense. There's no way she'll get stuck on that. Maybe you're just getting rusty, Drill Master. Tarina, the cheek of you. Let's bet on it, Drillmaster. I wager some of Captain Chevreus's limited edition ammunition. Okay, we're just betting bullets, are we? Select your game pieces and place them in deployment zones around the field during challenges. This will allow you to summon the corresponding combat units. Each deployment can bring forth a single game piece or a squad of game pieces, depending on the piece type. Deployed game pieces will lock onto targets based on their own traits, searching for an attack path. Melee pieces will try to loop around obstacles when they encounter them. If there are no valid targets outside of a sealed space, they will attempt to destroy the wooden palisades. Ranged pieces will fire over obstacles given enough attack range. Scenario victory is achieved when attacking game pieces destroy their defending counterparts and installations, including obstacles on the opposing side. Different game pieces have unique traits. These traits can be checked by pressing and holding their avatars or viewing consolidated intel. Understand these special traits to complete the wargames more easily. Okay. In a corner of the court of Fort Fontaine, Tarina and Eugene, members of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, have set up a new tabletop board game. The stage is set for you to show off your tactical brilliance. Let's go with the preset scenario. Should we just learn by doing? Is this hard, Q? Will I be able to learn, or sorry, will I be able to do it without like fully reading everything? Or should I like go through the consolidated intel and read each, you know, person? Also move our drink to your side. It's like tower defense in a way. But it's not hard though, yeah? You're attacking. Oh wow. It's not, but I should read a little. So you should read all these. A melee squad consists of 4 hilichurl fighters. While their attacks are ferocious, they are fragile. Let's just read the bolded stuff then. A ranged squad consisting of 2 electro samaturls. Their cast spells that target the ground, dealing high damage to single targets. With no defense capabilities of their own, they must be protected at all costs. If the enemy destroys your core nodes, they will gain a substantial amount of destruction progress. With no offensive capabilities of their own, they must be protected at all costs. If the enemy destroys your secondary nodes, they will gain a considerable amount of destruction progress. A ranged game piece that fires icy spikes, dealing cryo damage to enemies in a straight line, can only attack ground game pieces. A temporary obstacle that can be destroyed, designed to impede every enemy movements or restrict their path of advance. To teach you while in game too. Okay. Drag the avatars to see a preview of what targets the piece is targeting for attack. The game pieces on the defensive side cannot move. While attacking pieces enter their range, they will automatically attack. Oh, I am jealous. I still have mozzarella upstairs, even though I'm sure it's starting to get to a sketchy spot. So I can't place these guys anywhere? Oh, you can put them outside. Start the battle. I'm assuming that thing will target right there. So they start you a little too zoomed in, not gonna lie. Okay, well that was super easy. As warfare evolves in nature, coordination between various types of troops is becoming increasingly vital. With each complementing and offsetting the other's strengths and weaknesses, it would be wise, therefore, to use melee and range game pieces in each other's support. Treasure Hoarder Pyro Potioneer, a ranged game piece that throws Regent bottles towards opponents, dealing AoE pyro damage. When a ground opponent is hit, a burning zone will be left on the ground, dealing continuous pyro damage. An elite ranged game piece that is immune to hydro damage and fires bubbles from afar, dealing hydro damage to opponents in its AoE and trapping smaller opponents. However, it can only attack ground game pieces. An elite melee game piece with exceptional staying power, this machine can use its arms and heavy stomps to deal AoE damage. It prioritizes attacking opposing pieces. A ranged barrier breaker squad consisting of 2 hilly trail grenadiers. They will aim at the closest game piece or installation, including wooden palisades, and throw bombs that deal AoE damage in a large area, highly effective at destroying wooden palisades. I'm assuming I should just... Did you ever change out the lineups? Or did you just kind of go with what was suggested? I'm assuming yes, it does get harder. If you are looking for a community to call home, hit that Discord link, as we'd love to have you part of our community today. I'll be testing out permissions this week to make sure that everything is set up. Thank you for the bit donation, Q. Much appreciated. Exceedingly tough, it will prioritize attacking opposing game pieces. Hilly Trail Grenadier will target the unit closest to itself, including wooden palisades. This unit does immense damage to wooden palisades. Let's go with getting clapped. Not the type of clapping that we know of, because that would be not good for this. Be definitely wrong site, right? Ooh, also the wrong site emoji should be up this week. Fun times there. I love how the other hilly trails were just like, you know what? I'm going to go attack just random fences. If you do enjoy our live content, maybe you'll enjoy our recorded content. We have gameplay, game reviews over at youtube.com/ETHERxSOCIAL, posting Monday, Friday, and Wednesday as a bonus day at 9 a.m. Eastern. And also, if you do miss a stream here, do not worry. All of our streams are live on youtube.com/ETHERxVault the very next day as they're live here. A flying game piece that takes flight after being deployed and launches cryo energy projectiles at single opponent from the air. Immune to cryo damage and prioritizes attacking opposing pieces. An elite melee game piece with relatively powerful ground combat capabilities, however, can only be attacked nearby ground pieces. Unbreachable obstacle that can destroy, designed to impede any movement or restrict their path of advance. Frostarm Lava Churl has immense ground combat ability, but can only attack nearby ground game pieces. Crow Spectre, airborne game piece that fires Crow energy shots from the air at a single opponent, prioritizes attacking game pieces. Oh. So that wasn't right. So it actually should have been the little dudes first? No. Or never mind. I mean, it's not gonna... Oh, they can't... Oh, they do. So I'm still gonna win. It's just not gonna be the best time. Oh. Random life update. I started working out today. And nearly died in the middle. No, I didn't nearly die, but I did have to stop doing what it was saying just to kind of catch my breath. But it definitely put into perspective how out of shape I am. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. I'm assuming we just have successful clears. Yes. So you just have to get through the level. It doesn't have to be like top tier. Yeah, so I started doing Ring Fit. So I did my, you know, for some of the people that don't know, I do have like OCD or at least OCD tendencies. So I usually start off my day by tidying up my place. Then I go through my OCD things in my brain. And then I work out, shower, and then start to work. So obviously you're looking at me starting work right now. But yeah, so I started with Ring Fit today. Got back on there. It's funny because it's just like, do you want to continue on with your 29th day of working out? And I'm just like, the gap between that, the fact you're even saying that, like, you should even say that it's starting on number 1 because it's been such a massive gap between last time I was on there and now. But anyway, so we started that, and it was only like a workout of like so I think the stretching is about 2 minutes, and then the actual workout was about 5 minutes. And then another stretch of like 2 minutes. So almost 10 minutes. But that 5 minutes in the middle. Oh my god. Oh my god. So that was a little too much. And it wasn't so much like the doing the stuff with the ring itself. It was the running. I do not have the stamina to do the running or jogging or whatever you want to call it. Give me a second. Vector is up. Hey, Vector. Go to sleep. So, yeah. So, and also, the thing that I did a little bit differently this time than the last time I did the workouts on Ring Fit is usually I put out a yoga mat and also use training shoes. This time I just did socks on carpet. I don't know if that's different. I feel like it was harder impact on my knees, but yeah, I'll try to figure that out. So I'm trying to figure out like a schedule that I can do that allows me to kind of move through this at a little bit more of a quicker pace than maybe kind of doing like going slow, but I also don't want to push myself to the point where it's too much. So I don't know. We'll see. I will keep you guys in the loop with my streams. Yeah, because I stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and so I think I'm going to try to do something every day, but maybe not a workout every day. I might do a workout Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but then I'll try to do a walk Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, something like that. And then maybe something on Saturday. But Saturday I'm usually outside anyways in the backyard working on something. So that might count as my exercise for the weekend. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll keep you guys in the loop. I've had to redo a level 5 times. That's embarrassing. Why would they do that? Yeah, I'm not sure. It would be nicer if they did more of a celebratory thing of just like, oh my god, you're back. That's awesome. Good job. You should be proud of yourself. Something like that, right? The stretches actually hurt me today as well. That just tells you how bad I was like out of shape. But I feel better because of that, because it's going to do stretches that I'm already negating anyways. I was going for walks over the past couple of weeks, but without stretching. So if I'm going to be doing this on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm going to be getting some stretching in. So that's good. And then also on top of that, I might actually learn some just quick stretches that I might do just before my walk anyways, or just after my walk. Or both, whatever, right? An elite ranged game piece that fires multiple homing missiles from afar, dealing pyro damage to a single enemy. However, it can only actively attack airborne game pieces when there are no more opposing airborne game pieces within its attack range, and it's attacked in melee, it will counterattack. So also feel free if you want during these streams to kind of ask me, what type of exercise did you do today? That would be kind of cool accountability. Something like that, just so we can always not just so much just focused on trying to create a community where we're all kind of like there to be there for each other in a gaming sense, but also it'd be kind of cool if we could build a community that cares about each other's I was gonna say longevity, but health, right? And well-being, right? So that's something that we can slowly work together as a community to develop. That'd be kind of cool too. Whoops. A melee barrier breaker game piece, very effective at destroying wooden palisades. When moving, it will prioritize moving toward the opposing core node, attacking all game pieces and installations in the path, including wooden palisades. A flying squad consisting of 5 electro-sisons? Sisons? I don't know how to say that. That will take flight after being deployed and launches electro projectiles at enemies from the air. Okay. Suppression Specialist Mech Osea can fire many homing rounds at a distance, dealing pyro damage to a single opponent, but they can only actively attack airborne game pieces when there are no more opposing airborne game pieces within its attack range, and it is attacked in melee, it will counterattack. A roving avatar of lava deals immense damage to wooden palisades. When moving, it will prioritize moving towards the opposing core node, attacking all game pieces and installations in its path, including wooden palisades. Okay, so we're gonna go with it would not let me put down that last amount to save my life. You know what actually would be cool in the future also is to set up something in the Discord around health. I know we have food, but maybe we can have like an area where it's like doing like meal prep and stuff like that, or exercise you can do at home or something. That would be kind of cool. I don't want to like hijack food, because I want food to be the stuff that you went out and you enjoyed, whatever that may be, right? I also don't want people to like be looking at the food and then being like, oh, I wish I could eat that food, but I'm trying to be more health conscious, right? Oh, we could just call it fitness lovers. Or something like that, right? This is going to be the slowest battle. I'm going to probably get it done before the 8-minute, but we're probably going to be most of it. Because that thing can't get me. No, absolutely share your salad, for sure. No. I'm not saying don't share. I'm like, for example, let's say, you know, like, let's say, for example, let's say you're someone that's trying to be healthy, right? And then, you know, you go into the food chat and someone's, you know, doing the greasiest burger they've ever seen in their life, and they're sharing that. Maybe that would like deter you a little bit. But no, I'm not saying don't share something that you already find delicious. Absolutely. Fair enough. No, but I think it's a good question or good conversation to have anyways. This is something that I need to like figure out when it comes to streaming. I need to start talking to you here and not talking here. Like, I know that I'm reading here, but I need to talk here. I'll figure it out. I'll get better at it. I'm gonna check the gain on my mic. All right. A well-informed commander, like a soldier clad in heavy armor, holds the upper hand in any engagement. Leverage the available intel, strike where the enemy is weakest, and turn your advantage into a triumphant victory. Doesn't look like anybody new on attacking, but we do have someone new here. When an opponent passes by, including flying opponents, this mechanism will explode, imprisoning one of the opponents hit for a period of time. After the duration of the imprisonment ends, this mechanism will be destroyed. Sir? Yeah. Shackling Mine. This device will explode when any opponent passes by. For a time afterward, one opponent hit will be shackled by it, after which the device will be destroyed. Large Hydro Slime. Can fire bubbles from afar, dealing hydro damage to opponents in its AoE and trapping smaller opponents. However, it can only attack ground game units. So then it would be... it would be best for me to go from the outside, right? Why are you gonna go around? Oh no! Okay, so those were bad. You didn't even attack him, though. You just left him. Are you actually going to hit him? Okay, yeah. Okay. And can I kill these guys? Oh god! And now we have another very long another long one to go. But yeah. This is a great game for just having conversations with y'all. Especially when I kind of slightly fail like this. It's not a full fail, because it still in the end becomes a pass. But yeah. You can change your units out, right? Like, I don't have to use these. Also, the hydration for today is energy drink and water. Ooh, I just realized I didn't change my water from yesterday. I should. So, more the energy drink than the water. I like to have new water on Mondays, and I haven't had a chance to fill it up yet. Alright, thanks for lurking. Have a good evening. I'm also probably going to go for a walk after this stream. It's a beautiful day out today. Hydrate. You hydrate as you left. You're a weird one, Mr. Grinch. Fortifications and traps will often stop a full frontal assault in its tracks. Instead, employing methods such as demolition and tunneling can help open up new avenues of attack, enabling you to strike directly where the enemy is most vulnerable. When an opponent passes by, including flying opponents, this mechanism will explode, dealing AoE pyro damage. After exploding, this mechanism will be destroyed. A special melee game piece immune to hydro damage. When defeated, it will unleash a shockwave that deals AoE hydro damage. This damage is less effective against wooden palisades. Okay, so we kind of want them to going in first then. Because if those other things are going to explode with pyro damage, that's fine. If it's going against hydro, it'll be problematic against the other ones. Hydro Mimic Finch. When defeated, it will unleash a shockwave that deals AoE hydro damage. This damage does low damage to wooden palisades. Anti-personal mines will explode when an opponent passes by, dealing AoE pyro damage. This device will be destroyed after exploding. Okay, so we want to go I wonder if we should just go straight for...
Picked the wrong test subject.
So how are they going to get to the other one without fully dying? Oh god! Oh, I knew it. I knew they were going to go that way though. Okay. So now we need to figure this out. If we do... Thank you so much to all the lurkers for all your support. We really do appreciate it. Timmy for making an account. Thank you, Timmy, for making an account here on Twitch. Let me see here. When that explodes, it's going to take out that one. Maybe we should just do... No, because that's still going to explode. Just do this. See, that's instantaneously not going to work. So it has to be this way? Question mark? Okay, let's try this. I do not know why you guys are going all the way over there. What if I do here? No, so you're always going to go around no matter what. And then we're going to go here, like that, and then go here. This is what I foresee could be an option.
Picked the wrong test subject.
No, focus on him before you die. Dun dun dun. Is this the one you were talking about that you had to try multiple times? We're going to do it though. We're not going to give up. We're going to figure this out. It gets so much worse. It's okay. It's okay. We'll figure it out.
Picked the wrong test subject.
We need this to go and... Oh, no. Not do that, though. Not do that, though. Because it's nice. It's nice that they're dealing with the explosions, right? But it's gonna go and then die immediately. No! Everybody watch out! Oh god! Okay, well, that worked. That one worked, though. That one worked. That's one of them? Okay. Well, this one's done. One random dude is going to go back and tell the tale. Tell the tale. What happened? Oh, God. Ooh, also I can tell you that this Friday... Oh, first off, I'll tell you, Wednesday, we have a game review coming out at 9 a.m. Eastern. Also on Friday, we have the next Xbox 360 Round 2. I've already selected the games. It's a good mix of a bunch of different type of games for the Xbox 360. So that'll be coming out on Friday. So make sure you watch out for that and get your vote in. Watch the video. Hit that like button, as the algorithm really loves that type of stuff. And then on next Tuesday, we either continue on with SpongeBob or we got a new game. So exciting times. And then next Friday is the next roadmap video. So just give you guys a little bit of a heads up is what's coming down the pipe. Anything new? So nothing new. So we have 5 left, and according to Q, there's some really hard ones in here, so we'll figure this out. Was I lucky, or was it calculated? I think it was calculated. No, I was kidding. It was luck. SpongeBob? SpongeBoob. Sorry. I read that wrong. So we have... Okay. I feel like this one's going to do the best on the right side. This will be over here. This will be over here. And then this will go in the... Okay, so that didn't work. That was not an option. Oh, God. Did I have them reversed? Yeah, so that was not good. That was not a good one. They do get so much worse. like the difficulty curve was just like this, and then wham. What if we just went the other way around? What if we did like this? I don't... Jesus! Okay. It is better to stagger them for sure. This water dude alone. Let the helicurls get in there. Okay. Oh, dude, they're gonna... Those two are going to kill him. We need some way to get in there and kill those with the hilly churls. Okay. This one was really good for Deef. But not good for that, though. This one's just a... I'm just going to do a random one here. I want a little bit more staggering. Oh, I need you to start attacking those people over there. You're not going to, though. You're gonna take... Oh, okay. Oh! Okay, that was just a random one, but that actually looked like it was working the most, though. Okay. Okay. What if... So the water guys just decimate these guys. Thanks for lurking again. Much appreciated. Oh, I did not want you doing that, though. This is a lot of staggering, so let's see what this does. It doesn't look like it's going well for this guy on the left. I really wish, however, that like they would focus on the stuff that attacks them, not destroying... the structures first. They're gonna get whomped. Unless they stagger. Yeah, they have to stagger. They have to stagger. Okay. How many do we have? We only have 2 of each, right? Yeah.
Picked the wrong test subject. Fry.
Yeah, you gotta watch where they're hitting.
Fry.
No, that one was too staggered.
Fry.
Whoosh. I also feel like when the rune guard falls over, it should actually hurt them. You're getting crushed by all that metal. Come on. You know? Okay. So this one's good for those. We don't care about that stuff.
Fry. Picked the wrong test subject.
Oh, I think I might know a little bit. If we can get them, the big water guys, to always focus on the rune guards, that'll give time. Okay, actually, that's not going to work already, so I already know that. If you are enjoying our live content, maybe you enjoy our recorded content, gameplay, game reviews over at youtube.com/ETHERxSOCIal. Post on Monday, Friday, and bonus on Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern. So let's do... I don't want them to... Oh, you guys are going on to the buildings again. No, we have to wipe those out immediately. And then having that right there is crazy.
Picked the wrong test subject.
No, go and attack the people first, not the buildings. What's wrong with you? The rune guards are gonna both be dead by the time you get over there. There goes one. They're gonna line up with being hit. Nope. Okay. Ay. I think the water is the hard one, right? I just want to see how these guys go so far. We go with
Fry. Fry.
much better. Much better. Okay. So we figured that one out. Which I guess I should have put 2 and 2 together, because 2 and 2 together. You had two paths, 2 of each. Just split them equally. Sometimes. All right. No. Though they may seem daunting, even complex systems of defense will eventually crumble under a barrier of overwhelming power. Firepower. A common offensive tactic is to use melee game pieces to provoke a defensive response, then to concentrate firepower on the defenders to inflict maximum damage. Melee, provoke defense. Okay. It's kind of telling you almost how to beat it. Oak. Fence. I do not like that's not letting me put it in. It won't even let me put it in. There it goes. That's way too late, though. Wait, is it too late? No, it's not too late. But why did it not let me put it in, though? It was like pop, 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 pop. I'm not sure. Either or, it's just going to be one of those slow victories. Fine. Interesting enough that, like, the first one we struggled really hard with. Or not the first one, but the last one we struggled really hard with. But this one, we got it done in the first run. Weird. Ooh. Slap. actually say that the Hilly Turtle is more effective at destroying buildings than a giant robot. Confrontation scenario unlocked. Are we at a point now where we need to complete these ones? The enemy has concealed their key defensive units behind multiple layers of fortification. Striking these critical targets will pinpoint accuracy from an unexpected angle. Could create an unfavorable opening for our Fallout forces to exploit. So it really does tell you what to do. It's just whether or not I understand them. No, I'm not going to get up and move. Watch. It doesn't like me doing it directly behind. That is a glitch. That is 100% a glitch. Okay, so this is the guy that needs to go in first, to this one on the far right here. I think. Yeah, look at how slow he takes out buildings, though. This is also another win, just really slow. That's fine. That's fine. We'll take these all day. If you are looking for a new community to call home, hit that Discord link. We'd love to have you part of our community today. As I mentioned earlier in the stream, I'm currently working on the permissions on the Discord to make sure that everything works per channel before we're moving on to role permissions to make sure that the stuff you guys are supposed to be allowed to do in said channel works. That's what I'm working on this week. Next stage. Also, something that's kind of on the back of my head that I'm trying to figure out is June. Which day is it? I think it's like June 6th or something like that. I'd have to go back and check the order, but my Nintendo Switch 2 will be coming out the first week of June. And I'm trying to figure out a time where I'm going to do like kind of like a here's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe leading up to Mario Kart World. I'm trying to figure out when I'm going to do that. I still want to keep the Xbox 360 series going. I do not want to touch that in any way, shape, or form. If anything does get shifted, it would be on these Genshin streams, because these were classified as palate cleansers originally, and now they've turned into kind of like whatever streams, but mostly Genshin. So not trying to figure that out. Just let you know. With multiple layers of obstacles and countermeasures in place, the enemy intends to launch targeted strikes against us. However, just like peeling an onion, we dismantle their defense layers by layer, while steadily pushing forward, then victory shall be ours. Nothing new, right? I think we're at the point where there's not going to be anything new at all. Okay, so those orange ones are going to explode. That one in the bomb, the pyro one, I really do not want to deal with that. Though I do wonder if the Rune Guard would handle that with like absolutely no issues. Let's try that. Go with this, and then we'll go with this. And then go with here, here, then we'll go with here, 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 So far, that's looking like a no. Unless all of a sudden these guys can, like, get some crazy stuff going here. Do not think it's going to work. Whoa! It just knocks those guys out immediately. So we need something to get through the barricade or palisade. Finish that off. Move you over here. What is the... Why would you go all that way? It's gonna go all the way... I mean, like... These are later on units? This is looking good. As long as they don't hit that... Oh! That was what I was worried about. Oh! Thank God they didn't all move at the same time. Oh, Jesus. Hey! What's up, Annalie? How's it going? Okay. Oh, we don't. Good. Okay, so amidst the dense fog of war, the die has been cast, and our plans set in stone. Now as it clears, launch a fierce assault on the enemy's stronghold in the final video. Okay, last one. Obviously nothing new. You know what I'm going to... Do you guys, like, for anybody that's watching and likes the typing thing, you know how when you sometimes go to, like, stream channels, and they have, like, a theme around the cam? Does that matter to y'all, or no? Because I have an overall theme. You see it when we're doing the starting soon for the stream. I can do that same theming around my cam, but do you feel that kind of becomes more of a distraction? I'm not sure. I would love feedback from you guys on that. I know sometimes I'm going to run the green screen, so that kind of makes it useless at that point. But for days when I'm running like this square thing. Okay, so we're trying to figure out... Actually, let me just try this out. I want to see what happens if this guy goes over. Just go straight through. Just ruin those water guys. You just want to do the barricades? Is that what you want to do? Okay. Just do the barricades, buildings. All of these guys are going to destroy you as soon as they move. Oddly enough, though, the only one that was causing problems was that water. The water slime. What could we do for the water slime? Well, we could probably use the... Let's do
Fry! Picked the wrong test subject.
so you're taking out those guys. Weird. Yeah, I worry a little. Yeah, I worry about the little guy getting hit right now. That's it. Yeah, that's what I figured. And then not targeting you. He just goes right by him. He's just like, not my problem. What about the water here? This might be a victory, or this might be a fail literally right at the end. You're gonna have to go to... Are you gonna go to this guy, or are you gonna go over here? Oh, you're gonna go... You're gonna split? Not. Yeah, this is gonna be a fail right at the end. So he can't hurt him at all. So this is gonna take forever, but he's gonna kill him. But then when he goes over to the right, he's probably gonna go for that building instead. What else could I have changed? Oh wow, yeah, she did hit him. It just took forever. We... Oddly enough, I still think this is like the best approach for these two. No! Don't kill that little dude. That water is going to just ruin both those dudes. It'll be fine to finish off those two and then that. It'll be whether or not... Yeah, never mind. That's going to kill him. Because he's going to focus on the building, right? Yep. Might as well end it right now. There's no reason to watch him get hit. Well, he's only going to get hit one more time. But... You don't actually need to go that way. Why are you guys going all the way around? You're gonna die immediately. What? What was that for? There's no way those little guys are gonna take out the mall. No, they're one tapped. They just get one tapped. That could no, that wasn't good. Anger. Let's just do one then. One? I think we should just do one. No, I want to really one. Oh, this one might actually be it. Please. Let's go. Okay, cool. Enemy units are gone. I'm just gonna finish off. As long as they don't run to the right. Like that idiot. Oh god. Oh god. Please go through fences. Please go through fences. There should be no reason for you to go to the right anymore. Why are you taking out fence? The guy on the left is just going only for the fence. You are enjoying the content. Tickle that purple heart to keep the good times rolling. Oh god, he's right there. Why are you going for the fence? He still went for death. Oh my gosh. Anyways. That's the last one, right? Yeah. So we finish off the event. Oh, wait, there's more? Confrontation scenario. This is what got unlocked. And you were saying this before, Q. You were talking about the second half. I understand. Okay, so now we're trying to get 1,000. Wait, how do I get over there, though? How do I get to confrontation scenario? I'm gonna back out and then see if there's... Oh, you just have to back out and then go here. Okay. Before you can engage in confrontation scenarios, you must first deploy your defensive lineup. When deploying them, you can select a formation and then deploy your defensive game pieces onto selected positions. Once that is done, you can select your offensive lineup and then can start PvP matching. PvP matching. Once you're successfully matched, the two sides will attack the opposing defensive lineup with their pieces. The side that makes greater offensive progress within the time limit or hits 100% progress first will claim victory. During your confrontation scenarios, trap devices deployed by both sides will be hidden using various means to predict positions of your opponent's traps. Okay, give me 1 second before I jump into this. I'm just going to quickly close the windows because it's starting to get a little chilly because we're getting into the evening. 1 moment. All right, that's all good. Got all 3 windows closed. Okay. Defensive matchup. I have to choose? Like how many, or just in general, like which units I'm going to be using? Hey, what's up, Shinya? I mean, this guy was pretty good, though. Oh, you can... Oh, I don't know about that. I was talking to my friend. Oh, well. Hello to your friend Anne. Ooh, only can do... Thank you. She'd be like, I have no idea who you're talking about, but that's fine. Whatever. Hello. Okay. Okay. The defense alignment, okay. Whoa. So we're gonna go with... Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah. We have one more. Stir up the confusion. Yeah, just, you know what you should do? When you say like that I said hello, just double down that like she already knows who I am, and then when she just gets confused, just be like, really? That's kind of disrespectful. Like, really? You know Jay-Z, come on. We'll go with save. How do I... Oh. There we go, and then we'll go with match. Just keeping gaslighting her. Yeah. The funny part is if she's eventually gets to the point where she's just like, oh, yeah, I know you're right. You're right. You're right. That's my bad. My bad. You're just like, you don't even know this person. That would be funny. Leonardus from 300? Damn. Oh, you have a nice setup. Ooh, okay. Type it up, yeah. Yeah. Ooh, you had a really good setup. This person had a really good setup. Attack complete. They got to 44 on mine. Ooh, 50. Can I go? Oh! Oh, no, my setup is not good. I need to... Yeah, I got defeated. Just defeated. Oh, man. Be like, yeah, it was that one guy you knew once, remember? Nah, you remember. I know you remember. If you are enjoying our live content, maybe you'll like our recorded content. We have gameplays and game reviews on Monday, Friday, and bonus on Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Also, if you do miss a stream, do not worry. You can catch every single stream over at youtube.com/EtherxVault the day after they are live here. Let's clear away some of these exclamation points. I'm enjoying this even plan. Oh, that's funny. Let me know how it goes. If you actually do decide to do it, let me know how it goes. Okay, so we're gonna back out of that now. Resume. Okay. Talk to the members. Oh, wait. Gaslighting everyone around me. The route taken by the attacking force and their coordination with their supporting and flank teams. When targeting enemy stronghold, these aspects must be studied further. But what about Kira's unorthodox tactics? They don't seem to make any sense at a glance, and yet, see, something you like? Indeed, as you can see, once the main forces have been deployed, it is difficult for them to disengage for a short period of time. This window is when covering the enemy's flank and cutting off their reinforcements become crucial. But with limited troops, it becomes difficult to decide how many to allocate to the support unit. If we had the numbers, we could downsize the main force, but if we couldn't spare many, we might not even be able to cut the enemy off. Nobody knows for sure how much manpower we'd have each time. It's customary for the special patrol to form a support group, or support unit, of about 1/4 of the strength of the main attacking force, and deploy them to patrol areas where we might expect enemy resources to show up. Normally this arrangement would suffice, although there have been exceptions. One time, while the support unit was leisurely patrolling their target area with no enemies in sight, the main force was running thin and had to fight for their lives. But as for you, Proto-Boss, you planned your attack routes for the main force exceptionally well, coordinating their movements with those of the support unit. That way, both units could rely on each other for support when it mattered, making the most of our manpower. When the main assault met heavy resistance, the support unit could attack like reinforcements. Likewise, when enemy reinforcements suddenly arrived in force, both teams could move in tandem to intercept, like an offensive-defensive unit. That's just how I roll. Okay, time to go. I'll catch you later. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Shin, you have a fantastic evening. Anyway, thanks to your unorthodox strategy, you demolished the same third assault scenario that had Drillmaster Eugene stumped. Fine, I admit defeat. You'll be getting your limited edition ammunition once we get back. The pleasure's all mine, Drillmaster. The very same limited edition bullets used by Captain Chevreuse, renowned for their precision and velocity over distances. Ahem, back to the topic at hand. I've always known you had an interest in firearms, Protoboss. I talked through some of the necessary application requirements from my colleagues, and you're a perfect fit. When you're free, we'll find an opportunity to get the relevant paperwork done, check up on your key data, and get you a custom-made musket of your own. Oh, dope. That's cool. I want a custom-made musket. Wait, is that other part not necessary?
Ad Astra Abyss. Thank you for complete. Ad Astra.
Oh, so there is. So you do have to do the confrontation star. That would be really cool if I could just teleport back there then. Okay, let's figure that out. Oh, nice jump, Lamine. I was talking with my friend and I was just like, you know what would be really cool if they had double jump characters. Or just double jump in general in this game. I love double jump. I really should make a shirt called I Like Double Jump. Wait, how much do we have? Are we gonna be doing a poll today? Navia would be cool to pick up. Still 5 days waiting for those to pop up. How often do they add costumes? Because I think the most recent one was New Year's Cheer. That's January. We're up to 18 there, 0 there. So you could do one poll. We also haven't gone hard in the paint on trying to generate Primo Gems yet. So should it get to the point where like we didn't actually end up getting any polls this time around, and we still really want Skirk in the next patch, we can just go hard in the paint on world quests and all that type of stuff and generate all the crazy Primo Gems that we need without spending $1. Try my best to not spend any money in this game. So far, the only thing I've spent money on is that something of the Fate, where it gives you 90 Primo Gems every day. That's the only thing. I haven't bought any costumes or just buying Primo Gems right out. I haven't done that either. So, fun times there. Okay, so what we're gonna try to do now, I think the big part here is this: figuring out what to do here. How do I... Yeah, okay. See, I still think it's better, though, to have that in the center. Is there... Oh, can't... Yeah, cancel deployment. We need to figure out a setup that's really... Well, I could have put more mechanisms in. Okay, we'll do mechanisms like this. Okay. that might be better. Let's try to do that then. Oh, you can actually even... Oh, you can change the formation more, but I think formation 1 is... You think it's the best? I think it's probably one of the best. Some say it's the best in the world. Okay. Then this one, though. Now we need... I still think that's good to have one of those. Actually, I do think it's actually really... We won't do the water this time. They are fragile. How many more do I get? Okay, 3. I'm gonna try this one then. We will try that one. Daylily. I like that name. It doesn't look nice, but it sounds nice. There we go. Why is my guy just standing there? Kill everything. This is a better setup. As long as he doesn't just clap me immediately, which is kind of what he's doing. This is the furthest I've gotten. Sure, just go around. Okay. Wait, where did he get killed from? I did win though. 1 star. 1900. I wonder if the rewards are cumulative. We will know directly after this. If we end up getting up to 2,000. I think it is cumulative because it's 1900. So we're just going to keep going then. Firm. Go to challenge. Not in. How dare you say that I was in co-op mode? Kit Kat. That's a cool name. Not Kit Kat the chocolate bar. But that's cool. I like that. It's it's Lumine, right? No, not Lumine. Lynette. I feel like before I go for my walk, I'm gonna have to switch to pants. I am still feeling the coldness. Oh, that took out a lot of the team. Gotta stay away from that water in the bottom right corner, though. I will have a much better chance of surviving if we just stay away from them. If you are looking for a community call home, hit that Discord link. We'd love to have a part of our community today. So far, looking like I've won, but that's, I don't know. They could just be working on something on the 20 right now and start moving forward. I don't know. I'm going to definitely kill this guy, which means I'm going to get a little bit further. Oh, there was a timer. Now I know why I just exploded the other day. Or in the last match. Like, pfft. Definitely won that one, for sure. Another 1900. If we can get 1900 consistently, then that would mean that it would take us 4 games? About 4 games? Oh, we could actually do it in this next one. We could finish it off. Could. Okay. KL. Looks like a train, actually. Okay. That looks like backside. Let's do here, actually. Oh! Did I line him up with... Was there a bomb there that I didn't see? You could do it! You can do it, Rune Card! Okay, now let's see where We're there. I wish I could switch to like their screen and watch. That would be kind of cool. So they stopped at, oh, there's 20. There's 25. 30. 35. Ooh. Please, I want to win. Please. Oh, no! Oh, ah, no. You know? What you gotta do. What you gotta do. Wait, we still got some points, though? Oh, we finished it off anyways. Never mind. Even though we didn't make it, we still finished it. We have there and there, right? Perfect. The event is done. Cool. Does that give us enough to buy another one? Yes. We could almost do 2 full pulls. We have 16 minutes. What else could we do to grab some extra primo gems? Oh, we got to get out of the co-op world. Return to single player. Yeah. I don't like that it leaves you just like that. I can understand you're just doing tactical co-op when you're doing those games, but so we could wait, where? I think I'm about to like familiarize myself with the requests. Wow, I don't know why I've all of a sudden forgotten. But where did they put hangouts? Wasn't it in here? Yeah, so this is if I wanted to work directly on. What if I wanted to work on, like, other hangouts, though? Can you only run one hangout at a time and you have to abandon to move on? That doesn't make any sense. Our conquest, no. This is just everything. I think it is. I think it's saying that. Before, you would just be able to go check it out. Also, where are the tribal chronicles now? Okay, well, we don't. Well, I don't want to work on Hazo because that's. I mean, I guess we could see where it's at right now. Let's see where Hazo is right now in the story. Because I actually did unlock a bunch of ones for you guys,
This is
so
a
that we
quiet
wouldn't have to
spot.
deal with just going
Let's
to
talk
Hazel
here.
only.
All
That's
right.
fine.
Here's the secret I've been keeping all along. The torn out pages from the research log of the Office of Forensic Science.
Great! But Paimon can't believe you kept this a secret all this time!
It's not like you think. I wasn't the one who tore out the pages. Look, just read it over first.
And so what I've actually just, by starting to play this, I've decided that what I'll do is I'll do one poll at the end of this stream, and we'll keep the I guess the ball rolling on generating more. So we'll at least do one poll every single Friday. And then when we get to a new banner, we'll do multiple polls. That will allow us to at least have something, because there was a couple weeks, I think 2 weeks, where because we did massive polling the week or the Monday, when we got to the Friday, we had no ability to do any type of poll. Wait, did I say I was going to do poll on Fridays or poll on every? But we'll do poll on every stream. We'll try that. We'll try to see what that does. And then we'll see if we run into a drought. If we run into a drought, then I'll make an adjustment. Because I like doing polls on stream. It's fun. But I also don't want to drought myself so that you guys don't even see any polls for a couple streams. That's not fun. So we'll see what we can try to do so we can try to keep polling happening every time. Acidic nutrients extracted from the Syncetia were mixed with the oil extracted from the fish liver. When the mixture was purified, the formation of a fine powdery substance was observed. Over the course of a week, forest boars to whom this substance had been administered suffered first from damaged and diseased skin, mucous membranes, followed by respiratory failure, then death. The mixing and purification procedure was then repeated by replacing the Syncetia with concentrated Syncetia juice and the fish liver with concentrated fish liver paste. A large quantity of the powdery substance was produced. When forest boars were administered this dose, the time to death was reduced from 1 week to a few hours. See appendix for lethal dose analysis. Researcher Shiroyama.
Finished? Do you see now?
No.
The method used by the perpetrator to commit his crime wasn't by putting the white powder in the cold medicine.
It was so long since we've done your story, Hazel, that I don't remember what was going on. He put in the fish liver paste?
Oh, wait.
Nope.
What? Where'd you conjure that answer up from?
I just said
Try
to you, I
again.
don't remember. I don't remember. Okay, the cold medicine and the fish liver paste were mixed to form the white powder.
That's correct. The white powder was Shiroyama's invention. As a forensic doctor, he provided a special cold medicine for Takatsukasa Isamu. The autopsy report showed that this medicine contained a high volume of acidic fruit and vegetable extracts. Then, he tricked Ryuji into sending fish liver paste to Takatsukasa Isamu. When the two substances were taken together, a toxic dose of the substance formed in his body. This is the real modus operandi.
Oh, that's awful! One was medicine, and the other was an expensive nutritional supplement. Both completely harmless.
Oh, I forgot to mention also, we were talking earlier about how there's Mario Kart World as well as the Switch 2 coming out. But also we have Zenless Zone Zero coming to Xbox. So we're going to try to figure out that balancing point between those as well, because I can't wait to play that as well.
True, both are harmless on their own, but when combined, poof, that's it.
You are enjoying our live content here. Maybe you like our recorded content. We got gameplays and game reviews over at youtube.com/ETHERxSOCIal. Posting on Monday, Friday, and Wednesday a bonus video at 9 a.m. Eastern. Why didn't Shiroyama admit this in his testament? There was no need for him to hide it.
It was not him who wanted to hide it, but the person pulling the strings behind him.
Huh. You mean there was someone else pulling the strings?
Aren't you curious where I found these pages from the research log? It was in Kujo Takayuki's secret warehouse. After I found the missing pages, I did some digging around and found out that Shiroyama had worked for Kujo Takayuki before joining the police station. The Kujo clan secretly provided Shiroyama with funds to study forensic science. I guess you could say that Kujo Takayuki's investment paid dividends in this case. Of course, I had only learned all of this after the Vision Hunt decree came to an end. Kujo Takayuki had lost his grip on power, and the Tenryo Commission was undergoing a general reshuffle. To avoid coming under suspicion, Madame Kujo Sara put me in charge of building a case against Kujo Takayuki. I found a huge stash of fish liver paste in a secret warehouse. Nothing hugely incriminating about that, of course, but I still took the trouble to open each and every package until finally, I had to concede that this really was just a huge stash of fish liver paste. But then, underneath the floor tiles, where the fish liver paste was stacked, I found a secret compartment with this torn-off research report lying inside.
So it was him who wanted to frame Ryuji all along. What a nasty piece of work.
Let's review the whole case from the top. First, Takatsukasa Isamu, for whatever reason, noticed Shiroyama's talent as a forensic doctor and asked him to develop a special poison on his behalf. But Shiroyama was already working for the Kujo clan, so he refused.
So just a second ago, you might have saw me like writing some things down. I think I'm going to increase the timer on these bots that are coming through that are, kind of like what you're hearing my promotionals for either, X-Vault, X-Social, Discord. I'm going to increase those because I think they're a little too frequent in a 2-hour period.
Takatsukasa Isamu wasn't about to take no for an answer, and that's where things took a dark turn. He twisted Shiroyama's arm by making a veiled threat to harm his family. All Shiroyama could do was to secretly report everything to Kujo Takayuki. When Takayuki learned what was happening, he instructed Shiroyama to pretend to cooperate with Takatsukasa Isamu, then kill the latter with the white powder once it was fully developed. Meanwhile, Ryuji's only role in this case was to deliver the fish liver paste to Takatsukasa Isamu on Shiroyama's orders, completely unaware of the fact that he was being used as a pawn and that this was a key ingredient needed to create the poison. After the incident, Kujo Takayuki hoped to make Ryuji the fall guy, until the death sentence was stalled when it reached Madame Kujo Sara. In the meantime, Sango had begun her own investigation. Kujo Takayuki grew nervous that the truth would get out, so he threw Shiroyama to the wolves, hounding him to death and erasing all traces of contact between the two. And yet, he wanted to keep this secret formula, so he hid it. Greedy guy, that Takayuki. He must have wanted to have it on hand just in case he needed to employ it again in the future and make someone else disappear.
This Kujo Takayuki is an evil lunatic. We've got to report this to A. Whatever his current punishment is, it needs to be 10 times worse.
That would be practically impossible. One research log found in his warehouse doesn't prove anything. Even I can think of 100 excuses. Besides, Ryuji directly contributed to Takatsukasa Isamu's death by delivering the fish liver paste to him. The fact that he was unaware of the true nature of the situation doesn't matter.
But he's still innocent, right? Isn't it just a coincidence?
Legally speaking, the judge would most likely rule that it was accidental. But in practice, Ryuji may still have to end up shouldering some responsibility.
So basically, you've been hiding the truth all this time to protect Ryuji.
Mental trauma doesn't heal as easily as physical wounds. My biggest worry is that Ryuji would struggle to cope if he knew the truth. He's like an innocent child. He freely gives his trust and his love to everyone that treats him well. That's why he thought of Takatsukasa Isamu as a father figure. I'm pretty sure that to this day, he has never paused to wonder whether Takatsukasa Isamu was actually a good person, or if Sango just hired him as a gopher, or why I left the detective agency. If he found out the facts about Takatsukasa Isamu, I'm afraid it would crush him.
So why are you revealing the truth to me today?
Well, as you can see, I'm a little less confident than people might think. To prevent Ryuji from getting hurt, I covered up the truth. But by doing so, have I held him back? Did I do the right thing? I couldn't turn to anyone for help, and everyone around me thinks I'm so smart, that I should just be able to handle every case on my own. Even if I tried to discuss it with them, they'd just say, "Don't be ridiculous, Mr. Heizo, no problem's too difficult for you." But you're different. Unlike them, you don't have that kind of prejudice towards me. You've traveled far and wide and have had all kinds of experiences. It must have taught you a lot. Most importantly, my intuition tells me that you're someone special, that I can trust you and that you can help me. Right? So, I'd like you to be the one to decide whether we should expose the truth or not.
I need to think about that.
No, you don't need to tell me what you decide, and you certainly don't need to decide right now. let's just say I'm leaving this teensy tiny matter up to you. All right, let's head back to the detective agency. You can mull it over on the way. Once you've made up your mind, just tell Ryuji and Sango your verdict.
Okay. But we're going to stop the story aspect of it right there. We're at 58 right now, so we're going to run into pull time. Could we probably should just flip that over anyway. Okay, so let's pull on Navia. What do we got today? Ooh, purple. So this will give me pity 10. I have to record that. I'm trying to record these things off stream as well, so that you know, I know where the pity is and roughly when I'm gonna start getting something crazy. If you are enjoying the content, tickle that purple heart to keep the good times rolling. Oh, did we really get nothing? Oh, Aura Run. Okay. All right, what does that take Aura Run to? Whoops, 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 whoops. C4. Supersonic Oculus summoned by the elemental burst. Dark Voices echoed rotates 25% faster. Additionally, Aurun will restore 8 energy to himself after using Dark Voices echo. It's kind of cool. I saw there was a profile thing on it. Oops. With. That's still running on him there? Ah, the story. That's right. Alright, but that's it for me. I am done streaming. I will be back tomorrow for some more SpongeBob Truth or Square. Thank you for tuning in today. Let me just switch over to the TV so I can actually say goodbye properly. If I know how to use my TV. But yeah, that's it for me, and I'll be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. Again, like I said, for SpongeBob. This Friday, you have the opportunity to choose the next game that I'm going to be working on. I wish I could give you hints, but I can't. They have been selected. I have to record the gameplay probably tonight or tomorrow. But yeah, stay tuned for that. But until next time, whether you guys are online or offline, stay focused and get yours. See ya!